Hey, welcome everybody. This is Mark. I am coming to you live with a live stream. Once again, I'm trying to get my microphone here on my camera to work with uploads. For some reason, still not. It is what it is, though. We'll roll with it. Today is a call out to RGT85 for his comment about a gaming crash of 2024 that may happen, will happen, somehow happen. His video I watched was interesting. First off, my respects to RGT 85. Great commentator. I know I love his stuff. No problems at all with that. I think his videos are superb. If you ain't subscribed to him, I'm subscribed to him down below. Why don't you guys go down here and give him a subscribe and like button. Help the guy out. But also, I do believe that sometimes we as YouTube creators, we kind of fan the flames, of our own wishful thinking. RGB 285, but RGT 85 thinks that the gaming crash 2024 is happening. I have to beg to differ. Yes, I see the same things that he does. We're both gamers. We're both gamer commentators. Of course, he's a lot bigger than mine. But the point is, so I think really what's going on today with the situation of gaming, it's just the form of recession. And people are and these companies are, like you said, RGT, big gigantic blockbuster budgets for games that may last no more than 6 months, especially online services. I made a video down below a couple months ago talking about live services and how they can't be sustained because the common gamer, non-hardcore, and I broke up the hardcore gamers between 20% hardcore, 8% casual, and out of that 20% you have the enthusiast gamers, the 10% who do everything. And the other half are just hardcore gamers of that genre, shooters, adventures, whatever, Call of Duty, Tomb Raider, pick your poison, so to speak. Those individuals are the ones that are actually, buying the games, who are passionate, but not the ones who are buying it constantly in high droves, a la Call of Duty. 20% of people buying Call of Duty are the hardcore gamers, but the casual ones are the 80% or so who are buying the game. So that's why it's different. I don't think there'd be a crash happening. I think companies are going out of business. That could be the crash that he's referring to. The company go out of business all the time. There's companies that have been around. I live in Clarksville, Tennessee. There's companies that have been here 30 years that decided to close up shop like that. A recession has an ugly way of doing things. And I think if people really understand the recession and what it means to industries and also everyday life, we would understand that more. A lot of people don't. I'm not saying RGT85 is jumping the gun. No, I think he has a lot of claim to a lot of things. But closing down game studios doesn't mean, oh my God, the world's going to hell. I think the game industry is going to soldier on. THQ closed down, and no one freaked out. No one, of course, everybody saw that coming. Midway, with the Dodo, they got developed. They got devoured by another company. No one thought, oh my God, Mortal Kombat is gone. No, Mortal Kombat is still alive and well. Your Mortal Kombat is even better than it was before. So essentially, that I think companies closing down and getting devoured by other companies could be a good thing, but also a bad thing. Sucker Punch Studios made some bad games. Red, I can't remember what it's called now. Red something. That's my brain fart. They created a Cyberpunk, great game. Problem was, came out a buggy mess, but they said, but they stayed with it. Red something it was called. Yeah, sorry, I said to tip my tongue. I'll remember when the video's over with. Obviously. Look at Rockstar games. They came out. And Call of Duty, but Call of Duty. Grand Theft Auto 5 had been milked forever. That game came out way back in the PS3 and 360, and had been milked constantly. So, have any indication of game studio going out of business? Yeah, the RTG 85 is correct. But if you look at the game industry, no, the industry is not going to fall apart. There's too much money pumped into the situation to fall apart. What happened in '83 was a fact of many different factors. One being too many consoles and not enough consumer demand. That's the thing. Really killed them. Now it wasn't just ET and the game communities went to hell. It was and the ET kind of pushed it over the cliff, but it was the fact that it was already a cliff anyway. It just needed a little bird, like in the movies, the bird drops on the lands in the car and the car falls over, like on Beetlejuice. One of those two are in the car and a bird hits it and they fall over and die in the river there. You know, that's what it was. And I think people forget that. It just wasn't because, oh my God, two bad games and oh my God, I torpedo everything. No, that wasn't the case. It was a lot of situations, just too many people, too many cooks in the kitchen, too many chefs, and not enough, waiters, so to speak. Too many people were trying to get in the game industry, from dog food to Barbie to whatever else. And many good consoles came around, but you didn't have no license agreement. I mean, anybody can make a console off of anything really. You didn't have any real quality insurance back then. Games came out, you make game in your bedroom and bring it to a gas station and give the shop owner 50% of of a $20 or $40 game, and you make some money. And all of a sudden now this person in a parent's bedroom is now a game developer. It's just that was a time where gaming was a niche. It was more like the pet rock kind of thing, and that's what it was. Now gaming is literally revered in movies. Ready Player One, Super Mario Brothers, the newer movie. Even Zelda may be coming out for Netflix or maybe hearing eventually, or Paramount, or whatever they're doing. They're making a Zelda game or a Zelda movie kind of thing, on Netflix or whatever. Rumors again. Red Dead 3 may happen. It's been almost 10 years? 10 years since the last one dropped, and the game is still selling well. Now I bought it on the One X behind me, and I played it and beat it, and I'm gonna play it and beat it on PC. My sister played it on PC and beat it, and she loves it. She's doing everything in it. She's going with her friends online playing, just running around. Now I know if online's so live now. I don't know if it's online or not. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is that YouTubers like RGT85 and the rest of them really got to be careful how we say things. And I'm guilty as it too. We start saying that GameStop going to go out of business 20 years ago or 10 years ago, and GameStop's still chugging along. Okay, granted they're a lot more weirder than they were, but they have. I saw an Xbox toaster in there. Well, I mean, it's a gaming thing, so whatever. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because the toaster is an Xbox and it had no Xbox symbol on it, and they didn't know the gaming store. That makes sense. Backpacks, not really, but whatever, right? I'm calling you out, RGT, RTG 85. Because I think it's time for us to all be held accountable. We all stoke the flames of whatever we're trying to stoke the flames to. I think the gaming industry is in flux. I think people are wanting more casual stuff. I think the hardcore gamer is being pushed away. You see it in Call of Duty. You saw it in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops 6. The hardcore gamer is being pushed to the side, and they're letting the casuals take over. Just like how the how the Wii was. The Wii came out, it was all grandmas and grandpas playing Wii bowling. It wasn't the hardcore gamer with the middle finger and the pierced tongue and the earring and the skateboard, doing Xbox stuff. No, it's no longer. It's it's a father of four who is playing Call of Duty now. It's the person who plays games on the weekends but goes out and does stuff Monday to Friday. Probably go play games once a weekend with his friends who are not around him, will probably away. Those are the gamers that the people that these companies are going after now. So when they make a game like a Redfall, for example, and it fails miserably because the game comes out buggy as hell and it glitches and blah blah blah, of course it's going to fail. And I think it's time for people to understand this. Yes, Arcade Studios also made Prey, one of the greatest games ever played. You can still buy it on Steam. You can still play it on Game Pass Ultimate. You can still play the game. You still have the games you love. Just studios had been devoured by something else and shut down. And that is just a normal situation. How many games out there that we can't play anymore because the studio's gone? I know Mechasalt, prime example, Mechasalt 1 and 2. Can't find the game anywhere. Can't play it. Why? Studio went out of business. Once Microsoft records that, why does Microsoft go out there and get that license and resurrect that game? That's something people haven't played in 20 plus years. Revamp it for the new age. Instead of releasing Halo 3 anniversary, why don't you the Mechasalt 1 and 2 anniversary combo set? Game developers need to start doing it is instead of going back to the old the well they haven't visited in a long time. Extremely old games that they haven't visited. Mechasalt 1 and 2, one of them. There's many others. When I have a company that create Black, release Black again, remaster it. I think the biggest issue is though, these companies are spending all this money on on esports games. And me and RGT85 do have a thing in common. I talked about live service games. Live service games being the hero shooters. Concord game came out, played the beta, buggy as hell, but fun. You know why? It reminded me of Overwatch. And that was it. Now my nostalgia began and ended right there with that game, and I think it's time for people to understand that. I think it's time for people to get the situation at hand, to understand that when I made a video about 5-6 months ago about live service games that are dying and we DOA, dying or dead on arrival, I'm not joking, folks. These big games are coming out and they're dying because they don't have the fan base behind them. It takes years, folks. Yes, you might make Halo. Yes, you might make Star Wars open world game. But it takes years for a game to be established. Borderlands. First Borderlands came out. It wasn't really well received at first until word of mouth. I didn't like it at first until, once again, word of mouth. It's kooky and corny and it's crazy, but it's fun. Here's this looter shooter. Looter shooter, you're blaming. That's the looter shooter genre. Look at Destiny. I hate Destiny. A lot of people love Destiny. Destiny 2, a lot of people love that even more. Me, I can't else but looter shooters. But people out there who like that kind of stuff. I love Battlefield 2042, but it was a broken mess that came out for over a year, almost 2 years. But I love Battlefield. I put in over 1,000 hours of Battlefield. Most of the time was sitting waiting for the game to work, but you get my point. We all have limitations, and in our minds of what we're thinking or expectations of what may or may not happen with the gaming industry. But we need to start understanding this right here. This is the ultimate power in the universe right here when it comes to games. Well, anything you buy is your wallet. You say, you know what? I'm not buying that Concord game. It looks like crap. Wall right there. Concord is going to die. Now, will they revamp it and help it out? They may. Somebody may try to revamp it. They might get an extra 200-300 people playing the game. They may get a whole 2,000 players playing it. Oh, gee whiz. But see, this is what happens when you put yourself into this superhero, looter shooter, live service mentality. Xbox is just finally trying to get out of the primary ooze of being this all-in-one system. And they're still in it because they can't get out of it. They're stuck. Once they released all these games on PC, it became a matter of time for the console to become relevant. Irrelevant. And I made the comment, so did RGT2A, RGT85, and many others. We all said the exact same thing, that this is going to hurt Xbox. And we weren't joking. We weren't Xbox start laughing like it's a joke. No, we were serious. We knew what was going to happen because being gamers and knowing the system that we know what we want and what we don't want. We don't want you to cram game. Now, I'm a wrestling fan too, by the way. Huge wrestling fan. I don't like Roman Reigns. I can't stand the guy. because he's crammed down my throat every single day. He turned heel, yeah, whoopie-doo. I still don't like the guy. I'm sorry. There's certain wrestlers I don't care about. CM Punk, I'm not a big fan of. Don't really care. You know what? He's a good talker and he has great wrestling matches. That's awesome. But not for me. I don't care. I'm not going to sit there and ruin it for everybody else who likes CM Punk and Roman Reigns. But I'm a wrestling fan who has different tastes, like everybody else in gaming. I think what's really going on today is the people we're trying to figure out, we're trying to read the room. And you really can't read the room within half a year, almost a year. We need to really research this and really start diving deeper into this situation, because companies shut down all the time. Now, if every company shut down all the time, people would panic in the streets because oh my God, when a burger place, Taco John shut down, or when an underperformed Walmart shut down, no one freaks out because it's just called business. But if the hospital freak shuts down, then that's a big problem, obviously. So we have to really understand, though, what's causing this. Is it us? Is it greedy corporations? Or is it a little bit of everything? Or maybe people don't have money to go spend on every damn new game that pops out. And games are taking longer to create. Nintendo said it best. They want to create the best games. It takes them 5 years to do one Zelda or one Mario. Fine. You know why? Because Nintendo has the golden touch. They know what to put their finger on. Boom, it's going to be a great banger hit. There's a couple of sleeper hits out, a couple of games that are kind of yawned out there, but they're mostly small games anyway. Kingdom Rabbits, I didn't really care about. People love it. Now, during the whole COVID thing, people bought Animal Crossing Switches. That's all they could find. Nintendo made a killing off it. Had a friend of mine who had his son home for almost 2 months. He went to Walmart and had found a Switch sitting there. And laughed Animal Crossing. He bought both of them and ran home with it. And then his kid wanted a Switch, and he wanted to get a kid a Switch, and he finally found one. I think it was the old one, the red and black one, or red and blue one, or what it was. I don't know. I don't know. I have the black one, or two black ones. Anyway, but the point being, guys, is this. In this video, is that commentators like myself, RGT, 85, and the rest of us really have to understand that we can predict things all we want. I'm seeing studios shut down, yes. Yes, Microsoft's expanding in different things. When Microsoft didn't expand in movies, Microsoft can make TV shows. Microsoft can have a cable company. I wouldn't be surprised, folks, if Microsoft started going into the cable internet market or in the movie market. I wouldn't be surprised if they went out to California and started buying up these failing studios and changed them all to Microsoft movie studios. I wouldn't be surprised. But you know what? It is what it is. It doesn't bother me. I think we need to understand this and stop thinking that everything is so easy, black and white, because it's not. Not everything we view or see, in the gaming genre, it's going to be black and white, and it's not. So I think RGT 85 and myself, and others, need to sit down and really just relax a minute here. We're like, okay, so what are we going to do? So I made a video about this, about the gaming crash of 85. It could happen again. I was saying more about companies going out of business than the genre itself going out of business. There's so much money in the genre that it's not going to go out of business anytime soon. I think the game quality will change. I think games are changing now where they're more of a hit or miss. It must hit $1 million or more to break even, and you can't have $1 million or more. You have to start having at least games people buy. Why do you think Mario has become the greatest icon of gaming? Because it's a big fat guy that eats spaghetti and jumps on Goombas? No, it's because it appeals to people's adventure. It's a plumber that jumped on Goomba because it's simple. It's a simple formula of right character, right time, in the right environment. It takes off. That is what gaming needs to be. Not this billion-dollar industry where we're pumping people full of damn freaking Monster energy drinks and playing Call of Duty, spin tornado scoping, and Halo and other crap. No, you can have all those fun shooters, but you have to start understanding you need immersive gameplay. That's why people loved Helldivers too. Why? people love Warhammer. A lot of people love Tomb Raider, and you know, and Uncharted series, and many others because they have immersive stories. Online shooters, only online games don't have that, like Helldivers 2 don't, like I don't know, because they're just there to fill your niche of murdering and maybe, you know, a little exploration, but they're not there to quench the thirst of, you know, of your desire to, you know, be a better person in any way, how that will work out. But it's just there to quell a thirst of, you know, murder rampage. Grand Theft Auto 5. I didn't run out there and start shooting people on the streets that I played at Grand Theft Auto 5. I didn't blow up a damn building and drive around in an ambulance shooting people, or a cop car, pull them over, shoot them, and get the car, drive away. No, because I'll go to jail or I'll be killed in the street in a police shootout. It's common sense. But Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, takes you into that immersiveness of being that game banger, being that murderer. Just take people, run them off, just run them over on the sidewalk on a big bus, and see their body parts flying off and then crushing them under a bus. This is what people appeal to because it's, you know, it's fun for them. You know, yeah, yeah. But I also think though that, you know, looking at the situation at hand though, games are have to be more immersive eventually, because a lot of people think fans are very light. The average consumer, the average the average gamer who's not hardcore has a very short attention span. That's why a lot of looter shooters are not working. That's why Concord pretty much fell apart. That's why Redfall died DOA. Well, a lot of these games are not making it happen because of that reason. And I think if they gave Starfield another chance, if they gave Redfall, you know, a better opportunity, it would be a different world out there. But people don't, because they have to have the Call of Duty numbers. And even Call of Duty numbers are like, yeah, you sell a billion copies, $1 billion. That's these damn people, Mark's buying all this stinking DLC crap. It's not really people buying the game itself, it's buying all the cosmetic crap that go with it. So, guys, this is my video here. I'm going to end it here because, you know, I'm a little tired. But also, just got to take care of some stuff anyway. But yeah, guys, my shout out to RGT85. He's a great commentator. I have him subscribed down below to myself. So go down there and subscribe to his channel. He has a lot of good stuff about gaming. But I'll catch you guys later. Thank you, Boxing, for being here. I appreciate it. See you guys later. Yeah. Very soon. Yeah, Madden too. Bye. Peace out.